Here's a quick walkthrough of the new sign up and sign in experience for the Microsoft Authenticator for enterprise accounts. I really think this makes it much more streamlined to start employees out with secure by default, meaning using passwordless credentials, which are strong authentication, and giving them the ability to respond to MFA challenges when needed. Now, in this scenario, we're not setting a temporary password for the end user. We're actually issuing something called a temporary access pass. We're going to use this temporary access pass, which is purpose-built, time-limited, to set up a strong credential such as Microsoft Authenticator. So we can imagine that Sarah has joined the company and she is engaged with HR or maybe her hiring manager, who's going to provide her credentials and simple instructions on how to register secure authentication methods with their mobile device. So in this case, Sarah has a Google phone using an Android phone that's going to use the Google Play Store. So she will be instructed to go to the Play Store. Now, she may already have the Microsoft Authenticator because it is used for personal accounts, but it's the same common app used for enterprise accounts here too. So we're actually going to search for Microsoft Authenticator, and there it is. So we're going to install it. And while this is installing, the end user is going to wait. They're going to wait for it to show up in their application. And here we go, it should pop up any second, and there we go. So simply, we're gonna launch the Authenticator. Now, because of my demo, I just installed it, and by default, the setting is not to allow screenshots of the Authenticator. So I'm actually going to enable the setting that will let me do screen capture. This way we can see the screen on this remote application that I'm using. Oops, forgot to close it. Let's close it and launch it again. And now you can see what Sarah would see on her phone. So she's going to add account. She's going to click work or school account, and she's going to sign in because she has a username that's provided by her, maybe her hiring manager. So we're going to sign in, ID partner, XYZ. And because there's a tap waiting for her, Azure AD knows that yes, you probably want to use this because it's a temporary credential, and we're going to enter it in. Now, the hiring manager or the HR manager may have validated the verification of their identity before they issued it to them with these instructions. So we're going to do this. We're going to type it in, and depending on the policies, the tap will be different for sizes or length of time. I will walk through that in a follow-up video here. So we're going to sign in. And we're authenticating, and we're going to set up phone sign-in. This allows us to have a passwordless credential to use in the enterprise for applications that are integrated into Azure AD. So we're going to set up phone sign-in, we're going to register a device, and if there was a need to set a screen lock, I would be able to set one up here because this device already has a PIN and biometric we don't need to, so we have the checkbox. So we're going to continue, and the process behind the scenes is exchanging that information with Azure Active Directory. So we're going to do that now. This is going to build that relationship with the device and generate the secure credential. And then we're going to utilize Microsoft Authenticator to unlock that credential when signing in. So we can see here, the account was added. We are now set up for phone sign-in. And I also have the ability to do two-step verification, say for MFA challenges, or two-step verification using one-time passcode. So I have multiple options. This was dependent upon my tenant settings. And it's letting me know that app lock is enabled, meaning that when I launch the app, I have to unlock my, provide my device PIN or my biometric. So now Sarah has her account. She actually can go in here and manage it. We see we have the one-time passcode, password sign-in is enabled. And if she had a password, she could change it from here. She could also update her security information, and she could actually look at her recent sign-in activity in her account. So this way, if she can maybe recognize some activity that wasn't hers in the future. Since it's a brand new account, there's nothing here at this time, so we'll skip this for now. But Sarah can now go and sign into any application. Maybe she wants to go sign into the My Apps portal where her business apps are waiting for her to collaborate and join the team. So she's going to sign in, Cloud ID, partner, oops, wrong one, ID partner, XYZ. And now we're going to see the phone sign-in experience. A number is presented on the desktop, and on the phone, I'm being asked to enter this number and approve it. So I'm going to have to use the PIN or biometric I have registered. So this is an example of what Sarah will be seeing on the phone. So we're going to type the number, and then we're going to hit yes. Now, she could say, no, it's not me if she chose to, but we're going to say yes because we know it is me. She is asked to approve. I'm actually being asked for my biometric to approve. And now she is in. This is asking if I want to stay signed in using persistent sign-in. And now I'm ready to go. All the apps that have previously been assigned to me using all the other features of Azure AD, I can launch my mail, I can join Teams, and I'm ready to go. But perhaps maybe I still need a password. Maybe I need to set up a hybrid domain join machine to set up Windows for Business, or maybe access some applications that are still using a password that are not yet upgraded to use Azure AD. So because I have this strong credential, I actually can go and set my password because I don't know it. This is a secure self-service password reset. So we're going to do this, sign back in as her. You are 54K. Boom. It's going to ask me to use the methods that are defined in my tenant. And in this case, I have to enter the OTP code that is showing on my phone device. So we can see here, 589-441, 589-441. And now I can set my password. And because it's doing Azure AD, I'm using password protection to set better passwords, even though I still have to use passwords in this case. None of the complex password filters, trying to kind of avoid bad practices. We want to give better passwords that are easier for a user to set and guide them in that direction. All right, so the user has a password, they have a mobile credential, they are passwordless phone sign-in, and they are ready to go about secure collaboration in their enterprise. Thank you very much.